Hello, this is Kevin Marshall, founder of Marshall Kidney Foundations. I'm going to keep it real with you. Um, Typically, I would not be doing this thing. Like, I just did a GoFundMe page and put it out there for people to support my foundation because I'm trying to help and help others also with my foundation. Because, you know, a lot of times people think dialysis, when you're on dialysis, that it's a curse, that you can die very easy being on dialysis. And a lot of it's true. A lot of that's true, but if you don't know what you're talking about and you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, it could be possibilities of that. But there's different things you can do. And I'm not here to talk about that. I'm talking about my GoFundMe page. I'm on here to ask you to support my foundation so I can grow. This will be my second transplant. I'm waiting. I'm online at like Cleveland Clinic and things like that, Miami. Just waiting to get the paperwork back for that and get back on the Miami's list. So I'm just trying to keep it real with you so you guys understand what I go through on a daily basis. And just sharing some of the things that, the experiences that I had. I never thought I would go through them in my life. I mean, they were very, very tough experiences. I can tell you, like, when I was lying there in a hospital bed and I thought I was dying, every bone in my body ached. They couldn't get my pressure back up. Meanwhile, they were trying to save the kidney, but I was dying. So, when I was in that ICU room and I was sitting there myself and I was watching another patient sitting beside me and they were trying to suck out the phlegm from his throat. But they wouldn't even know that unless I told them, hey, that guy's over there dying. And I can hear him. And I'm worried about him dying and I was dying myself. So they called my family. They called them and told them come in and, see me before, I expired. And I'm going to say die because that's exactly what it is. You die. So they called them in and they told my sister to come to the hospital to see me before, because they didn't know what was going to happen, basically. They hit me with some heavy antibiotics. And what the antibiotics does is they try to slow the kidney from dying because of the heavy antibiotics they're giving you. And what that does is that it basically, because your antibodies are attacking the kidney, so what they try to do is kill the T cells so the T cells don't attack your kidney anymore. But with that, they have to hit it with such heavy antibiotics, it can kill the person. So again, when I was laying there and going through all that pain and suffering at that point, I mean, it was the worst 2 years of my life. If anybody out there knows me, I was in the car business for 25 years. People know me out there. They know I'm not that type of person. They know it. So the bottom line is, I always strive to be the best or be on top and do everything right, the right way. Just like I'm doing this foundation. Everything's being done the right way. I'm a full-fledged 5031c. I mean, a 5013c company. I'm doing everything the right way. It has to be done the right way. That's the only way I know how to do it, is the right way. I built my own website. And guess what? I never built a website before. And you can check it out, marshallkidneyfoundations.org. But you can check out my website. It's up and running right now. And there's some kinks on there that I still need to iron out. It took me so long to build it that I got frustrated and I need a break for a couple of days to go back in and fix the things and you probably won't even notice it when you go onto the website. You definitely probably won't even notice yourself. If you do, let me know. If you notice something different, let me know. But it's it's up and running. So my pledge to you is I need help getting my foundation off the ground. Um, the I always see gun for GoFundMe's out there. I never thought I would see myself in a GoFundMe, but you know what? That's all right. Um, I accept donations on my website. I accept donations on the GoFundMe. I accept donations, but you know what? There was some tough years behind me, which I went through COVID. I got the kidney right during COVID. So I got the first kidney. That was in 2019. COVID hit 2020, early 2020. I got the kidney in September. Can you imagine that? Nobody even wanted to be around me because they were like, hey, you got all the symptoms. You got diabetes, high blood pressure. You got all these different symptoms. And I did have all them symptoms. And I ended up getting COVID. And I went to the hospital and was suffering. And, you know, they were saying about oxygen level wasn't there. Your oxygen level's down. They're giving me oxygen. But the doctor came in there. And it was a doctor. It was a transferred doctor. He came from like Orlando or something. He goes, I'm going to tell you. He goes, you're very lucky. And I said, you know what? I feel very lucky. He goes, because everybody in here, and these are healthy people. And he said they got blood clots all over their bodies. There was so many things going on with that COVID. And as you know, I don't need to go back and review what was happening due to COVID. But at the same time, that was really tough. And what happened is I started doing like sales for myself on the side because I was in the car business. Nobody wanted me to be there, but I ended up going back for a short period of time. But it was tough because that 2 years, the kidney had me hammered. It had me to the floor because my hemoglobin and everything was way too low. And I found myself dragging myself to the hospital on numerous occasions. And they're calling me, you have to come in. Or I had to go down there. I called them and, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I can't move my legs. I can't move my arms. And I'm walking up to the emergency room, watching doctors and everybody walk by down at Jackson. And guess what? Nobody offered to help. But I wouldn't expect that, I guess. There's a lot of people on the streets too, so people worry about what they're doing sometimes. But I'm not here to talk about that either. I'm here to tell you about my foundation. Please go check out our foundation, or my foundation. And it's MarshallKidneyFoundation.org. If you can, check out my GoFundMe page and see if you guys can help me out on the GoFundMe. That would be very, very appreciated. And thanks for listening. And check out the webpage because it's filled with whole sources of information. If you're suffering from kidney failure, you got swollen ankles, you got things going on that you probably don't even know about. You can read it up. You can read about it on there. And you hit the browse button. The pages take you to different sections. So you can read about all the different things. Kidney disease, from kidney disease to like congestive heart failure. Because the bottom line is when your kidneys start failing, everything else does too. There goes all the organs. So, and I've been through that too. All the organs with the heart failure and getting different heart procedures. And I've been through the whole gamut. But you know what? I'm still say I'm strong because I'm here to survive, not to worry about dying. Most people worry about dying. I worry about living. And that's the key. You got to worry about living. And when you're doing these treatments and the way you take them is the way you're going to feel. Like, basically, if you feel like crap when you're going in to take the treatment, you're going to come out like crap. But my thing is I always wanting to be positive and be strong. And you have to be sometimes. And I'm not telling you it's not hard, because it is very hard. But my thing is to help people. I got a peer program that I want to help support other people. If they have questions or if they want me to be a peer for them, they can contact me on the webpage, and I can be their mentor or peer, and talk about all the things that go on with kidney transplant, so they know that they're not alone. That's my motto, that you're not alone. We want to be here to help you. So please, guys, take a look at my webpage, my website, my GoFundMe, and see if you can help us out. Thank you, and thanks for listening.